and welcome back to my channel. So I just got back from the library earlier and we just spent, I don't know, 2 hours there, maybe 2.5. I mean, it was quite a while. It was a little bit longer than we usually spend there, so pretty tired, and we got so many books. I did a rough count and I think we got 19 books from the library, and I just want to share that haul with you. I don't know, my mindset gets weird when we go to the library, and I always overdo it, because 19 books is what I consider overdoing it, but then that's like our average number of books that we bring home. I tried to keep it at 15 and it just wasn't possible, but it's overdoing it for me, because who am I kidding? Like, how can we read all these books in a month? But I do it to myself every single time, so clearly I'm not learning anything from this. So yeah, anyways, let me just show you what all of these books look like all together, because I feel like I'm gonna break my back one day trying to carry all these books. And here's what 19 books looks like in a bag. Whew. This is like, I mean, who needs to go to the gym? Just go to the library regularly and cart around your bags of books. So yeah, these are books that I picked out for myself to read. I picked out for the kids to read. The kids picked out their books to read for themselves, and then my husband always tells me a couple things that he would like for me to look into to pick out for him, which it's just now dawning on me that I forgot to pick out a historical book that he wanted. He wanted me to look into Henry the 14th? I don't know, the Versailles, and that guy that was there, and I totally can't even think of it right now, but sorry. So yeah, let me just go ahead and show you this, and I'm not going to tell you what the books are about because that would take way too long, because there's 19 books here, I believe, and I can't explain what they're all about. Right, the first book I'm going to show you is Illustrating Nature, How to Paint and Draw Plants and Animals by Dorothy and Cy Barlow. And I picked this out for myself because I draw and paint, or I like to try to regularly draw and paint, and I really want to just get better, go back to basics, because I'm having a hard time recently with not liking the stuff that I'm doing. And so yeah, this is just hopefully going to help me out, and I might have to end up buying this, I feel like, because, you know, it's a technical, like, how-to thing, and I should probably have one like it as a reference. Next is Make Your Own Wooden Kitchen Utensils by Vance Studley, and this is for my husband because he wants to get into wood carving. He wants to try to pick up a hobby, and he's interested in whittling things out of wood, so I picked up a couple books like this for him. Alright, the next book I have is The Blob That Ate Everyone by R.L. Stine, and I don't know why I'm holding them over here. I almost always hold them over here, so I'm not sure. That was getting awkward for me. So yeah, hopefully you can see them. But yeah, The Blob That Ate Everyone by R.L. Stine. My 8-year-old picked this out. They had these displayed in the kids section, and I've noticed that the covers are actually, they look newer. Like, I saw old titles there that I'm familiar with that I read when I was younger, but the covers are new, so they must have redone them at some point, and I just didn't know about it. Next is When You Were Inside Mommy by Joanna Cole, and my 5-year-old picked this out, and let me show you really quick, because she saw that it had fetal babies in it, so of course she had to pick that out so we can read that together. The next one she picked out was a Clifford book, The Big Egg Hunt by Scholastic. And then my 8-year-old picked out Electric Girl Volume 2. And these are like graphic novels, I suppose. And she says, I haven't read them, she says they're about a girl who has electricity powers or something of some sort. I don't know. She really liked these. She already read Volume 1, so of course we had to get Volume 2. Alright, the next book is Making Wooden Signs by Patrick Spielman, and this is just another thing I picked up for my husband. And then we are starting an Antarctica unit study with the kids, so I picked out A Mother's Journey by Sandra Markle, which is about penguins, and then Penguins by Gail Gibbons. And then, I just dropped them. Oh, I'm dropping everything. And then The Emperor's Kingdom, Penguins on Ice by Dr. Roger Kirkwood. And then another one that my 5-year-old picked out is The Sea Chest by Tony Bazzeo. And I'm just looking at this. I don't know what it's about, but I like the illustrations in it. Can you see them? Yeah. Next stack. My 5-year-old picked out Knit Your Bit, a World War I story by Deborah Hopkinson. And I'm not familiar with this book, but and she isn't either because she can't read, but she must have liked the pictures or something. So apparently we were going to learn about World War I. And then my 8-year-old picked out Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul by Jeff Kinney. And she really loves these books. They didn't actually have that many there. But she eats these up, and she will finish reading one, and then the poor thing, she'll immediately start reading it again. That's how much she loved these, so I can't say no. And then one I picked up to help us with something fun for science and math is Write in Your Own Backyard, Nature Math, and I think it's by something Children Publishing. But hold on, let me put these books down. But I thought this would just be fun for us to relax and learn about math and geometry in nature. And it sounded really interesting, and I wanted to check it out because I have a feeling that I actually want to buy it. So it talks about, and I said I wouldn't talk about what these were about, but I thought this one was interesting. But see, geometry, stars, and then starfish. Why is this is really awkward for me today. Alright, these next ones I think are all for me, ones that I picked out to read. And I picked out Big Red and Fawn in the Forest by Jim Kjelgaard, I think is how you'd pronounce his name. And so this Fawn in the Forest is a collection of short stories, I think. And then Big Red is a dog classic book, and I'm big into like animal-based classics, and I haven't read this, and so I don't know why. I don't know why I've always passed it over, but I'm going to read it now. Then I also got Unwind by Neil Schusterman. I've seen this mentioned on BookTube before, and it sounded really interesting, so I specifically searched this one out. Most of the other books are just random grabs that I walk through and think sound interesting and just grab them. But this one I specifically looked for, so I was excited to find it. Next is The Shining by Stephen King. I'm just in a mood to get scared. I haven't read a whole lot of Stephen King. I've read a few. Pet Sematary sticks out. It was really terrifying. But the librarian said that she couldn't finish this book because it was just too scary. So I'm excited to read this because I'm just in a mood to be scared. And then I don't know why I keep trying to hold them like this. That doesn't need to happen. The next one, or the last one, let me check the bag. The last one I picked out is Gardner's Photographic Sketchbook of the Civil War. And I really enjoy reading about the Civil War. Just something about it just really draws me in. I've read Gone with the Wind and Cold Mountain, and I've seen the movies too, and I don't know. And I had a Civil War book growing up that I used to flip through like all the time, and it wasn't that huge, but it had a lot of pictures. And I got this one because it had a lot of pictures, because I already feel like I'm going to overwhelm myself this month with books, so I figured something that I could just flip through and look at pictures. And I'm trying to find one to show you. Look away if you think dead people will disturb you, but it's got, more graphic pictures in there of, the war and stuff. So I don't know, thought it would be something that I might like to read. So yeah, that was my big library book haul. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me break out in a sweat and exercise and pick up all these books and show them to you. And so yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys again.